All right, so I just want to talk about checking spark for a minute. Some of you may have seen different spark testers that are on the market. You may have wondered why you can't just use the spark plug. And I have a good side-by-side demonstration of that today. But basically, this better replicates the actual conditions inside the cylinder head when you're checking spark. So let me show you what that looks like. So you can just pull the spark plug out, put it in the boot, touch this to ground and pull and look to see if you have spark. That can be clumsy sometimes with two hands, so an alternative is to ground the ground electrode or the threads and then pull it over. And you'll see that I get spark, but what you may notice, depending on video quality, is that the spark is orange and it's fairly faint. Now, if you've not done this a lot, you may not know what faint or bright looks like, but you will notice that it was orange. And on this machine, same setup, almost the same engine, slightly newer version. When I pull it over, you'll see sparks. And with the naked eye, you can see that it's bright blue. I think that doesn't show up so well on camera, but you probably notice it's a lot brighter. And so what you have is you have a strong spark and a weak spark. And if you don't do this a lot, you may not have the eyes to distinguish that. And that's one of the values of a tester. Now, what's sort of counterintuitive is this gap on the spark plug is very small, right? And so you might wonder why you can adjust this gap really large, and that has to do with atmospheric pressure. The spark plug fires at the top of the compression stroke when there is, let's say, 200 PSI of pressure in the cylinder. And so for the electricity to jump that little gap under 200 PSI of pressure is much harder than for the electricity to jump the gap at atmospheric pressure. And so by having an adjustable gap spark tester, you can simulate that under pressure condition by making the gap much larger. And this is really for car engines, not really small engines, but the concept is the same. So that's why checking with a spark plug like this can be a little deceiving if you don't know what you're looking for, why these testers are valuable, and what to look out for. Even if you do have spark, you might have a weak spark that can jump the gap under atmospheric pressure and can't jump the gap under cylinder pressure. Hope that helps you.